Hey everybody, it's Lavender Town, and today I'm back with another Disney redraw. The one that was most requested was to redraw Ariel's pink dress, and I'm going to do you one better and actually redesign her mermaid outfit. I will make a period appropriate outfit, as in like the day and time at which the original Little Mermaid story was written, and I'm going to do a modern outfit for her. So it should cover all the bases. I really like her design, and I thought it would be fun to do all of that. So yeah, I'm just getting started by drawing her in her mermaid form and creating a little base doll underneath. And with this one again, I will be offering a little coloring page, and you could just get that in the description if you want to color it. I wasn't planning on doing two Disney redraws in a row, but I kind of just wanted to do this one really badly, so I just got it done, and the next one should be probably the style challenge, and I got a lot of really good suggestions for that, so thank you guys. My computer was having terrible troubles today. It was running really slow, so some of my lines are a little bit choppy. The other thing I was going to say before I get into the design part is I know I got the date wrong in the video of the Snow White redraw. I looked it up and I have it right on the thumbnail, but I misspoke it at the very start, and then I remembered the wrong date that I had said. So I do know that it was done earlier than what I had said, and I'm sorry that I got it wrong. But it is really easy to make mistakes, and it's hard to fix them when you're recording a video. So like yeah. Anyway, once the little base is done, I'm moving on to making the base for her human version. So I'm just literally chopping her off at the waist and continuing on with her legs. This will allow me to redesign her mermaid version and her dress. I did get a lot of requests to fix or to redraw the silver dress as well, but I didn't end up having time for that. Also, I didn't really know how to do that. I basically just designed her a dress that would suit her better than either one of those dresses, I think. That at least makes sense within the time period. I know that's not super important, but it's kind of fun to do, to look back at like historical clothing and try to make it match into this Disney character in a cartoony style. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm sampling all the colors from her actual reference, so they should all be right. So as I've done before, I'm going to be drawing the outfit I'm changing first, so you can see how it looks in my style. So basically her mermaid outfit is really simple. It's literally just two purple clamshells on her boobs and a little strap to connect around the back. There's no straps over the shoulders, and that's pretty much all she's wearing. She doesn't have in her hair or anything like that. So what I'm going to try to do is just like infuse my brain with inspiration about the ocean and all the stuff that mermaid princess could potentially be wearing. We know they're fairly sophisticated and they can make tools and stuff, so the idea that they could make pretty involved clothing with you know, the stuff that they have around them makes a lot of sense, I think, within the canon of the story. So I'm basically creating her a fluffy little crop top kind of thing with seaweed and pearls. I think that would suit a mermaid princess, and these are all things they should have access to. The pearls, I was hoping, would make it look more like she's a princess rather than just an ordinary mermaid, because even when you live in the sea, pearls are kind of rare. I also thought that seaweed would be more comfortable for her to wear rather than hard shells. And again, I'm always thinking about the comfort of my characters for some reason, even though it's just a cartoon. I don't know, it's just my thing. I wanted to give her a little hair ornamentation again because she is a princess. So I stuck a sea anemone on top of her head, but then I ended up taking that away because I thought it looked kind of silly. But instead I gave her this little almost 1920s looking pearl. It's almost like a crown, but not really. With a little sea star on it. What are they called? Starfish? Yeah, a little starfish on it. And then I'm just coloring in with some cool natural greens. Seaweed can get really bright, so I was able to do quite a bright green while it still looked like seaweed. And then there we have it. That's how I would redesign her mermaid outfit, just for increased comfort and to make it a little more detailed and fancy looking as she is a princess. So next up, I have to take her human form, and first of all I'm going to draw this pink dress, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think they designed the pink dress the way it is. I know a lot of people, this is like one of their most hated Disney dresses of all time because it's just kind of awkward looking and it doesn't really match her hair. I think they might have done this on purpose though, because this is like one of the first times we're seeing her really out of the water. So I think the pink is probably supposed to clash, and it even looks like the dress doesn't even quite fit right. It's hanging a little bit lower than I would expect it to. So maybe that was their way of showing that she's sort of out of her element. She's really happy to be there, but like the human world is not really where she's from. But that being said, I don't like the dress much either, so I don't blame you guys for wanting to see it changed. So my idea for changing this dress was to first look at the date at which this fairy tale was originally written, and then I looked up the fashion from the time. And I typed it directly because I have a really hard time remembering numbers for some reason. We're dealing with a lot of really boofy dresses. Like, these sleeves are insane. So I'm trying to blend what the actual fashion of the day was with maybe something that would look cute in modern day as well, and might be a little bit easier to animate, so I cut back on some of the details. I still did add more detail because I think it is important to see her as a princess, and you know, she's sort of she's a cute and glamorous girl, so I thought that would be nice. And yeah, I'm just trying to follow the styles that Google was showing me. I don't know a lot about this time period, but there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. I did leave it seems like every woman in these pictures is wearing a hat or a bonnet, but I left it off because I believe she was dressed kind of in like a hurry. Like I don't know if they would go through the bother of like finding a maid to put up her hair and do all sorts of crazy stuff with hats and stuff. So I just stuck with the dress, even though I'm sure having your hair down was not that common back then. I know it was implied that she was helped by a maid, but I just don't believe that Eric would be able to wait as long as it would take to do up your hair like an 1830s girl. Plus I think it just looks really cool with it down. And of course she has to comb her hair with the dingle hopper in that scene, so it can't be up in a hat. And I'm using a blue for the dress because I think it looks a lot more lovely with her whole like color scheme and her eyes and everything. And I think everybody's main problem with the pink dress is the fact that it's pink and it's really clashy with her red hair. I almost wonder if this is because of like Pretty in Pink. I think the main girl Pretty in Pink had red hair too. And now that I'm aware that Disney often looks at modern trends of the time when they're designing their princesses, I'm kind of always on the lookout for that, so I'm kind of wonder. I have no idea if that's true or not though. But anyway, after I've done this sort of more true to the time dress, I'm going to move along to making her modern outfits. This is my favorite part. I love doing this. So I'm trying to think about her personality again while I'm making all of these clothes. I look at fashion stuff a lot, so I have a pretty good backlog of ideas for modern fashion. I've actually seen that crop top with the little shells on it, and I was like, that's too perfect. I'm also going to give her a long flowy skirt in like an aqua color because I feel like she'd want to be sort of loose and free. She loves moving around, so I think that sort of flowy maxi skirt trend thing that's going around, or used to anyway, would be perfect for her. I gave her a little fork necklace because of course the whole debacle with the fork and her combing her hair with it. And I'm giving her a little seashell bag as well, crossbody. And yeah, I think she would show a bit more skin than Snow White, for example, just because she's used to wearing basically nothing, so she's probably okay with wearing a crop top. And I also think she'd want to wear sandals. She doesn't seem to want to be like super covered all the time, and I assume she's still in a summery beachy climate, so that's all good. I gave her a little clip with the Pisces symbol on it, just for fun, in her hair. The Pisces is the two fish sign, so I thought that might be cute. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I tried to stick to a pink and teal kind of color palette because I did want to call back to that pink dress and try to make those pinks work with her hair, even though pink and red usually are pretty clashy. But I hope I was able to pull that off in your guys' eyes and that you like it. Once again, there will be a coloring page in the description if you would like. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this very comprehensive redesign of Ariel. I found it very fun to do. Big thank you to my patrons, including Muffins McGee, Paynamel, Adrian Delport, Chartype, Den, Brock, Juan Alvarez, Blah 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 Blah, Adrian Morales, at Liv Likes to Draw, and Kate Meekins. Thank you so much for your support.